Hello, welcome. Hi, I'm Amy, the Chic Nail Geek, and today we're going to do a daisy theme, but not just any daisy theme. I'm going to be painting it, and I wanted something a little more memorable than most of the daisies after I was Googling daisy nail art. Somehow I came up with this little scene that's going to go across my nails. So we have this cheeky dandelion spewing little seeds. This daisy is not impressed. And on the side we have some spectators. So hopefully this is going to be a very fun and enjoyable bit of nail art. So first I want to go through the products that I'm using. I've already got my canvas ready, and that's some square nail tips, short square, and I use the Young Nails Manicure base and the general admission. This is part of their 3-step system where you use base, the color, and a top coat. And I did 2 layers of this general base. And to thin out or even off the top in between layers. Oh, hi, Kessiax. I'll be using this Koopa gel top, no wipe top. And I'm gonna, I think, go with a matte look in the end. So this is my no wipe matte coat. It's from Red Iguana. And the colors that I'm planning to use are the Young Nails Mission Paints. And so I bought the set in their sale. It was $40 on sale. And I've got the black, white, 2 greens, yellow, and a brown for shading. So I think this limited color palette is all I'm going to need. Now the Mission nails are, the Mission paints are really thick, and that can be a good thing. It's how they were designed. But I don't really have liners. So in an attempt to make liners, I have here the Overdrive, and I mixed it with this top coat, and in about equal parts, and that makes it much smoother. It does make it less opaque, but I tried it out because it's not really, most brands don't advise mixing, and there's several reasons, not only to have you buy their brand, but they can have different formulas, so it might not play well together. So I already gave it a try last night, made this apprehensive heart. It didn't rub off, and it seemed to cure just fine, so this is how I'm trying to get something like a liner. Oh, hi J-Rob, how are you? Welcome. I have moved my camera up higher from my working space so that I can actually fit a brush in between my camera. So that means I can't see the chat as well, so I might be a little slower to respond today. But let's get into this. I'm really excited to make my little garden squabble. Uh, yes, what I come up with when it's hot and it's 1 a.m. and um, both dogs and our son have crawled into bed and I can't sleep. Um, and this is probably representative of my garden right now. It's very behind. I haven't been spending time in my garden. That time has been going to my nails. Uh, oh, is it not in the sideways view? Okay, thank you for letting me know. There, is that better? Alright, here we are in the sideways view, I think. So hopefully that's better. Thank you for asking for that. It'll probably make a huge difference in the highlight reel that I make. So the thumb, I don't actually have a plan for the thumb. I do care about thumbs, but I think it's okay for now to leave that as the base color. And I'm going to start with this pinky to kind of warm up. And I want them to look as you're looking down the nail, so the person seeing the nail will see, like, not you, but the other person. And then when you switch to this view, you can look at it yourself, because that's the norm. Sometimes I flip it the other way because I don't go out much. 5 different methods of applying glitter. Cool. J-Rob, I would love to see a short or an Instagram reel or something of that. That'd be really fun. Okay, so for actually painting, I'm going to leave the mission paints undiluted. I'm going to start with the dark and then highlight that. And we're going for this guy first. So let me get my brushes ready. These are all of my brushes. I see people using much longer brushes, but this is what I have. I've got a micro detailer and a thin Kolinsky sable. That has a very nice point. And this clay brush, which isn't going to see a whole lot of use today. Alright, here they are. And I'm going to pull out a bit of green and plop it down in my palette. Okay, I'm going to use this brush to sort of line in my little taken away or taken aback dandelion. Okay, so I want the head about here. So I'm going to start with placing that. And I think I want to have it sort of large on the nail. So I know I don't want to go higher. I'm going to go a little lower. And these aren't super long, so I might not get the whole drawing in. And that's okay. Alright, so he needs to be angled backwards. To be sort of taken aback. And then I want it there. So I'm going to, oops. This is not miniature paint. Do not paint on your thumb. Okay, I like that. There's going to be little arms going backwards. So I'm going to cure this for 30 seconds and line this cheeky guy. These are not in the right order. The pinky's there. The biggest one should be my middle finger. There. Yes. Okay. On on to Cheeky Dandelion. So the head is going to be about this big. So he goes here. I don't know why I'm making Dandelion's male and Daisy's female in my imagination, but that's where we are. Okay, nice thin line, and cure it for 30 seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna do these arms, and dandelions have sort of round-like features on their leaves, and they go really long. So thick arms. I'm gonna do the back one first. I think I'm gonna complete it and outline it, and then do the front one. All right. Just wavy. I'll make it look nice with highlights and a dark line. There's the shape. Plain glitter. That's fun. Let's block in Grumpy Daisy. Not impressed. Alright. I want this to be kind of higher. Big enough to put the face on. But because it's sort of doodly, I can go bigger than the lines with the face if I need to. The emoji. Like, it's okay if it gets exaggerated and goes off the side. It just, I kind of like that style. Alright, and down and around. I think I want even more exaggerated bend. So we'll go back to here. Yes, that looks very pouty. Harumph, how dare you spread your dandelion seeds in my garden? It's also okay if the flower doesn't fully fit. Okay. Curing that. And let's not get too far behind, so we'll do this one. And let's see, how do I want that to be positioned on a nail? The dandelions? Maybe. I like dandelions. I remove them from my garden because they will take over, but the little puffy white dandelion heads, I do quite like them. And right now in my garden, I'd say the dandelions are winning, so I want this to be over here. Not quite that angle. So I'm just going to wipe this off. Okay, try again. So I want it to end up about here. And I want it to have quite the angle. So I'm going to twist this. Yeah, that's going to look very apprehensive. Then over here. Yeah, that will be fine. And that's my dog. Just got a dog brew. There we go. Worried little hands. Oh no, the dandelion is gonna take over. Alright, that's good. Cure this for 30 seconds. Okay, gonna start doing some highlighting with a lighter green. Your tractor broke. Oh, they are taking over. To be fair, I do have a few bumblebee nests in my garden, and they don't mind the dandelion. So I do take a lot of care to overwinter the bees. And I sacrifice some of the nicer gardening, weeding spring months to just let the garden overwinter naturally and give them somewhere to live. But in April, it's much nicer weather for weeding, and I'm staring out at my garden going, oh, I want to get it ready, but I won't because I have bees. Okay, this guy. Oh, well, let's give him some cheeky little arms. I kind of want this to look like he's sort of blowing a raspberry and has his hands up very rudely. Saying neener neener. Alright. I'll cure that. And yeah, I'll start highlighting. Apprehensive dandelion. I want to emphasize sort of the curl away. Then I'm gonna clean off my brush and sort of blend it a bit. But this is a doodly style. It doesn't have to be, in fact, shouldn't be perfectly smoothly blended. Just going back and forth between the two colors and getting a nice, that's way too much on my brush. So I can twirl the end of my brush to get kind of a pointy bit. I don't want a big drop on the end of my brush. That's going to leave a glob when I go to paint and not a nice line. Okay, going to cure that. And this is, I'm reminding myself which one I'm painting each time. This one is Cheeky Dandelion. And keeping my hands comfortable, so I'm rotating this the way I need it. That's something that's very advantageous over over painting on my own nails, but it makes it much like miniature painting. Let's see. It's again too much on my brush. This does like to sort of clump up on the end of my brush, so I need to be careful. Get a nice thin highlight here. Alright. Cure that. This goes here. Let's put this a bit. Alright. Oh, this does not feel cured. That means I'm going to put it back in. Maybe I'll do 60-second cures for these, which is fine. I'm taking that long anyways. Okay, so how's this one doing? I want to emphasize this angle. So I'm not going to stay in the lines. I'm going to bring it out farther. So you can say, whoa, what are you doing? Alright. And highlight. Yeah, this isn't fully cured. And it goes again. This one has cured for a minute now. It should be better. Yeah. I'm lucky I didn't get wrinkles or greeblies or all sorts of nasty textural problems. Alright. Twirl my brush. I want to load it with more than twirl it. Okay. This is Grumpy. There we are. Gonna bring this highlight up a little more. Okay, cure this for 60 seconds, pull the others out. Okay, I think I want to bring this one longer. It's not really arcing out over the, there we go. Okay, and this should angle out a little more too, because that's actually 3 grids over. I'm not really experienced with how that goes on the nail, but I want it to actually go under his little tongue. So I'll bring that out there. And I have the my curing lamp a little ways away so it doesn't ruin my brushes. Okay, I want some more highlights on mortified dandelion. Going, oh my goodness, is that what I'm gonna turn into? Okay, I like that. Oh, I did do a lot of art before nails. I used to do miniature painting, um, which sort of like Doomed Red Shirt. That was my income for a while. I don't recommend that. Um, Before that, I did oil painting, watercolors. I studied with local artists every week. Um, that was really cool. There were a few really good local artists giving weekly classes, and that sort of supplemented my high school. Um, yeah, and then I found mini painting. Did that for like a decade. Humble. I mean a few. I have I have some awards to show for that, but um, yeah, used to. I haven't touched a miniature in years. I just we moved back to America from South Africa, and I was working full time and doing commission work, and I completely burnt myself out. I still just I'm sort of tempted to paint some Frosthaven minis, but it just the minute it seems like work, I'm out. Um, it's just too much. Uh, this though, you don't spend as long on nails as you do on a miniature, and or at least I don't. And I want this to look like 2 hands, so I think I'm gonna line this one first. So you're ready for lining. This one, I think I also am ready for lining. Yeah, let's get into lining. Um, Okay, often I will hold my breath, so I might not keep up the commentary. But I want to make sure to twirl my brush. See, do you see that bead at the end, that bead is going to leave a glob. So that is more what I'm looking for. And I'm just going to drag it. And I do hold my breath when I do that. But you see, my arm is on the table, my finger is on my other arm, and if someone bounces the table, I can wipe this off because it's gel paint. So that's pretty cool. I'm really getting into these gels. Okay, now I'm going to line the top part. That went in too far. That's okay. I'm going to cure it and then open it back up with highlight. Okay. Okay. That's better. And the cool thing is, like, gel paint, it's like a save button. I can cure it, and then it's saved. And anything that I haven't saved, I can just wipe off on top of it. But and it won't dry until I cure it. It's pretty cool medium. What okay. What am I doing? The little what is that? That's the brax. I did Google. I have a Google up in front of me of the anatomy of a dandelion. This is that guy. There we go. Do you see that? I hope I have a decent setup. I haven't gone out and bought anything, and I don't really plan to. So this is what you get. But I'm using my iPhone. I did need a new lamp anyway, so I got a lamp that can hold an iPhone for this purpose. Um, and that's all I have. I have my headphones. They happen to be nice headphones because that's important in my life. And they have a decent microphone with noise cancellation, so that's my setup. Okay, I'm happy with those lines. I'll touch them up after curing. Okay, this guy. I was looking at there's a random nail challenge that posts a nail to do every week. So I decided to do that for July. That was the turquoise was the first week, and now it's daisies. So I was Googling daisies, and there is a maniology stamping plate called Daisy Downer. I really like it. It's in my favorites from them, but I don't have it. If I did, I probably would have just stamped those and called it good. There's a nice line. That's a nice line. So I'm going to hit save. This goes here. Let's see. Let's line out this. Oh no! Don't let the dandelion spores get to me. Alright. Yeah, that's good. It's like a doodly style. Yeah, I will refine that in after saving. In fact, maybe experienced gel people can advise me on this. Is there too much curing? Can I ruin this by hitting save too often? I think I want to get one of those ring palettes though, so I can wipe off my brush on my thumb. Mini paints are non-toxic, so you will see people who paint minis with little streaks all over their thumb, and it's unique to miniature painting because not very many artist supplies are non-toxic. Uh, the first time I saw Doomed Red Shoot's post, she was painting her nails. It was a really cute nail job. But then I saw the lines on her thumb, and I'm like, you've been painting minis. I found a friend. Okay, yeah, these are. There we are. Okay, this is this guy. That's not what I want. Control Z. It's a shame because the other line was nice. Can I save it? Yes. Alright, let's try this line again. here. So that's the line I want. Going diagonally across a nail, there's a couple curves that your brush is doing. Safe. Okay. That one's lined well, I think. Here's where we are so far. This one, let's, ooh, okay. Okay, I'm going to do the center vein with this, so a little bead really likes to form. With acrylics, the extra product will soak up into the brush and then you pull it out as you go, but with gels, it wants to sort of bead up around the tip. Or at least this brand. I don't have experience with other brands. Okay. I want it to sort of cup into his mouth, so there we go. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Arms. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Lurking. You're welcome to lurk. Cheek, cheek, cheek. I'm gonna do this arm first. Cross that arm. And then back in. And then the little hand. And then the other arm does the same thing. Out. I'm gonna hit save. And then build up a little bit more. By save, I mean cure for 60 seconds. Alright. Rude guy. Let's do, I'm going to do that after I do the face. So, let me just get out some of the rest of my colors. So I'm going to want a little bit of brown. That's Clutch is the name of the color. Solar is the yellow. And fizz is the white. Alright. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm planning to do this. Probably in several layers of white and probably kind of doodly. But I'm gonna take a little bit of the white and a little bit of the brown and give it sort of a dot for the center of dandelion. And I want it to not be very dark because I'm going to do the face in black on top, and I want the emoji to be the focus. Okay. Light. So this is kind of in the background, and I'm just going to do little crossy strokes. That's a technical term. Cross. And so I finished these, they're cured, so I can cure that. And there's another one in my lamp, pull that out. Okay, back to Grumpy. Alright, second arm. This elbow is lower, and then he's crossing his arms. I guess they're all guys. I'm kind of always doing this pulling stroke that seems to work the best. And I'm just moving my nail however it needs to move to make that stroke easy. I think I want them a little wider and brighter. Okay, cure this. Starting to take some form. I can do this one now. Let me take this brush. Sort of rough this out. It's gonna go here. And you work so hard in miniature painting to avoid texture, but these paints you have to put on thick. I'm sort of untraining myself. And up a bit more. Whoa! What is going on, he's saying. Okay. Now I'm going to outline these arms. So starting at the shoulder. And I actually want it to look a little disconnected, sketchy. See that arm. Start with the hands. Then pull here. Let's see. This arm goes over there. And then this hand. This hand goes on top here. Alright. I'll cure that. Now I'm going to line this flower. Ooh, way too much on my brush. So weird. Trying to even figure out how I want to line this. Okay. Sometimes it's really hard to see what I'm doing with the shininess. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. When I thinned this out, it did make it a little less opaque. So just gonna re-hit some of these. Okay. A little bit on the, was that a bubble or something? I don't know, it didn't fully cover. There we are. Yeah, that gets the idea across, I think. Grr. Get off my lawn. Okay. Now, this sort of black and green, I'm going to do the center lines. Okay, cool. Uh, this looks like it needs a little more lining here behind the flower. So I'm going to touch that again. There we go. And it needs another leaf. Holding his hands up going, whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody just calm down. Okay. And then back to white. More dandelion fuzz. Maybe a few missiles, aka seeds. That one. And wow, has it been an hour? I just lose track of time. Okay. That guy. This guy. Couple, well, I have white here. He gets one coming at his face. Anything else I want to do? Well, I can start on, since I have white out, I'm going to start doing his petals. Apparently, Daisies are clusters of flowers. Each of these is a little cluster. Like this, each petal is actually a little flower. That's kind of cool. Need that to go off. That didn't go cleanly, so I'm just gonna fix that. Alright. You're gonna get yellow. You need dark lines. Um, J-Rob, did your stamping stuff come in the mail? Has a bit of a learning curve, but stamping is really fun. And so much faster. Alright. Hands up. Cool. Now, let me go back to white. Start putting in this guy's petals. See, the center is going to be about here. So I'm going to do something like that. And then I don't care if that lining is perfect because I'm going to cover it up. And I'm not going to do every petal this first pass either. I'm just kind of getting the shape roughed in. And then I'm going to set this in place by curing it. And then I'll add more petals. Flowers even, since they're daisies. secure that. So I think it's really fun to stream, and I keep thinking of, okay, what can I do and have it only take an hour? Somehow I was convinced this was only going to be a 1 hour because I have multiple nails, so just switch them back and forth with the lamp. It remains one of my weaknesses, is thinking of how long something's going to take me. I always underestimate it. Oh, but they're starting to look really cute. I think Dandelion needs to be bigger though. So I'm going to bring out the size of that. These faces need to have space. I'm just doing one way. Now I'm going to go and do the other way. Fluffy dandelion. I think I got a little too carried away. So, but I like that. I'm going to fill it in more instead of wiping it off. There we are. And these need little tails. There we are. Okay. What are you doing? Okay. This is going to be a really fun set. I'm probably actually going to wear these. I'm going to do some yellow for the dandelion bud. And let's just doodly lines. There. That's a good layer. Since I have yellow on my brush, let's go ahead and fill this in. Okay. Let's make a bit of a yellow shading color with some brown. And it doesn't even show up because it's mixing with what's there. But I want it to be very subtle because there's going to be a face over that. Actually, I should in fact be shading over here because he's going, whoa. So this should seem like his back. So let me clean that off. And undo. Okay, there we are. Okay. Now I want a little bit of the shade. Okay, let's make sure to fill in this gap. Alright, in you go. Lining. Gonna line around these. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah, that's not. Okay, see? Do I care? He's angry. It looks like a confidence stroke, just not the right place. You know what? He can stay. I think confident strokes are more important than well-placed strokes. And what does confident mean? It means like you just do a smooth motion, at least in a doodly style. If you're doing cartoon stuff, it kind of has to be perfect. So, like, I've been watching Ball Pit Addicts Instagram like crazy. That is perfectly placed, confident strokes. I don't know that maybe I'll try to recreate some of her tutorials. I think I would learn a lot from that. Okay, yellow. May as well do some highlights while I'm here. So brighter yellow. Alright. Okay, dandelion. Now it's time to do the other, this. So this is going on top a bit and down to here. And that roughly just filling in the shape. Okay. Stick that in. Oh, there's a bunch in here. This one is done. Well, cured. And while I'm at the green, I'm not super happy yet with the arms. So I'm going to open this one up a little more. And the hand. Yep. There we go. I think I want these to show up better, so I'm going to do a lot of highlighting now. Okay. Cool. Highlighting with the leaf color. That's good. Put some more here. Okay. want more highlights on this one too. Oh, hi, Spider Dragon. Welcome. Just doing some nail art. Alright, I just imagined sort of a garden squabble. So here's my sketch, and I have a couple flowers that I'm working on, where we have a little dandelion spewing some seeds over at the daisies, who are not pleased about it. Okay, now I'm going to go back to black lining and outline his little leaf hand, which is blowing a raspberry. Alright, and I want that a little thicker up here. I will go back in and make it thinner by adding more green on top in places. Okay, that came here. Using gel nail polishes so I can cure it every step. And let me just add that in. And for that one, I can line around these leaves. That's too thick. Let me twirl my brush, get a nice point. Alright, here we go. Okay. I'm actually deciding whether or not I want to have more petals. I think it's sort of expressive having only the few. What do you think? Well, cure that. Now I have these cured, and I'm going to outline a bit the dandelion bud. It's way too thick, and that's okay. I will come back and fix it. Okay, cure that. I do want, let's see, a couple things. First, this needs a center line. Goes all the way up in one smooth motion. Good enough. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's see. Clean off my brush and go with the dandelion. Oh, so much paint. Okay, I want white. Okay. Green. Thin out that line a little. Okay, happy with that. Let's see. This one I do want some more petals on, but maybe not as bright of white, so I'm actually going to mix a little green in it. A little more white. And this can go around here. Frowny face is frowning. No, let's cure it and then outline it better. Oh, that's off screen. Sorry. And yeah, that looks so apprehensive. I like those not very many petals. Okay. So now I'm just gonna outline center, not painting my thumb, and then I don't want it to be a perfect circle. I want it to look sort of sketchy. Ooh, not that sketchy. Okay, I'll cure it and fix it with some yellow. Meanwhile, your leaves get petals. Dark golden. This needs more of a line. Okay, there we go. I like that. Okay, now I need to fix that blob at the top with some yellow. There we are. Okay, let's see. Am I happy with that? I think the dandelion bud, I just want it to be a little brighter. There's a line in there that I'm gonna cover up. This goes off the edge of the... Oh, that's the cuticle. That's okay then. Here are those. Let me do just a little bit of a seed. Odd. Does that even show? Maybe it's not needed. Okay. I'm going to cure those and then give them the little faces. I'm not going to cure them yet. The face is going to show up there just fine, I think. I need to make sure there's going to be a lot of contrast with the black. So I think Dandelion doesn't have that right now. So I'm going to give him some more highlights. That's going to show up just fine on the white. Grumpy face, make Daisy pants. Okay. Fight my inner perfectionist, but okay. That just it's a little darker. I want to break this up because it looks like there's just this ledge that isn't really there. It's giving a weird shape. There. That doesn't bother me now. Okay, I'm curing that all for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to come in with my little emojis and have a cute manicure. Do, 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 do. Almost cured. 17 seconds to go. I'm curing them all at once. So it's like I love this product, how it has just a save button. Alright. If I don't like it, I can just wipe it off and try again. Okay, let's start with Apprehensive Daisy. So I'm going to do this apprehensive face. Starting with the mouth, I'm doing that as large as I can. And I like that placement. Okay. I'm going to do the two lines, cure them, and then connect them. That's going to make life easier. Okay. That's the lines. Okay. Cure. Unhappy face is unhappy. Angry face, actually. I looked up the emojis. That is angry face. So let's get that even. And it's a little. There we go. unhappy flower. Also twiddle his fingers waiting, yeah. I mean, it's so much nicer than normal polish where you actually have to wait more than a minute for it to cure. Okay. Now let's connect these lines. Can I salvage that? Yes, that looks good. Oof, okay, it's so finicky. I'm just gonna maybe cure it over line even. Okay. Now let's do the eyes here and here. Okay. I don't know if that actually cured, so I'm gonna wait a bit. Alright, let's do this bit. So I'm gonna take this from here over to there. And then tongue. And then it's gotta go wider. We can do better. Okay, so here, all the way over to there. Astonished face is astonished. What even are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Tongue goes out. Alright. There we go. You need angry eyebrows. Not even still on camera. Okay. Okay, you are done. Cheeky dandelion. There we go. And the little eyes that are make it. I do like emoji faces. Okay, I like that so far. I'm gonna cure it. Let's go back to Grimace face. Okay. Line for the center. Got it. Okay. And other eye. Do I like that eye? I do not. It's not well placed. Okay. It's also too high. Okay. Let's see. I want it to be here. The corner. I want it to end there. Better. I think I want to do a little line down the tongue. Not that line though. Not in the center. Okay. There. So silly. Okay. Now we're doing little grimace lines. Did I make the teeth white? I did not. Should I? I should. where I've done that. Make some progress, save, make a little more, save. Yes, it's like a video game or word processors back in the noughts before there was autosave. I really am thinking of it as cure is safe, wipe is control Z. Okay. White grimace teeth is better. Alright. It doesn't really have. I mean, it should have red or pink for the tongue and mouth, but that flower doesn't have red or pink. Could do brown, but I think I'm just gonna hate it, so I think I'm gonna leave it. What do you think for the dandelion? Uh, okay. Now we line the grimace. And dot the eyes. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy last night. It was kind of fun. Although actors being jerks sort of ruins shows for me. So I have a hard time watching Chris Pratt now. There we go. Am I done? Does that look cheeky enough? Well, you know what? I can always take it off if I don't like it. Gosh, stop. Stop. Alright. Red tongue. How do we like it? Yeah, needs a red tongue. Okay, I'm gonna cure it and give the tongue another coat, and then I'm gonna top coat them and have a super cute little set. My garden squabble. My son plays Plants vs. Zombies too, also, and sort of reminded me of this. I would have done those characters probably more, but the dandelion plant in Plants vs. Zombies, I don't know. Google says there's some cool exploits, but it just generates coins. I'm not very impressed with that flower. Alright, red tongue, but I'm gonna grab. Is it Taser? No, Taser's bright orange. Molten. No, that's pink. It must be Power Up. Because I can't. I don't know. Why not name red red? Here we are. Here's my garden scene. Which ones do you like the best? Okay, I'm gonna do a cure and then some top coats. Ah, I'm glad I'm glad it worked out from crazy concept sketch to actually translating. Um, yeah, what else have I been up to? I got some inks and was playing with them and made sort of a flower nail, which I think is quite pretty. Um, Also marbling, trying a few marble techniques. I like this blue one quite a lot. And then watermelon, which I don't think the colors work on a black background. It's kind of too dark to really be a watermelon. But those are the fun things that haven't made. Yes, the little emojis. Um, yeah, so I drew them up above before I put them into my sketches. So I think it's grimace, angry. Not even sure what this one is, but there's one with like little triangles on the side, and this is just open mouth. I don't. Okay, now I'm gonna put a coat of gel up on it to smooth it out. This is non-white shiny top coat. Non-white shiny top coat. The next set I do, I think, it's going to be a drama llama set, inspired by caricature. Maybe this guy goes in there. A little grimacing heart where I was practicing. It's kind of cute. Maybe worth using. I have friends who have an alpaca farm, and they do farm tours, and they have a herd of maybe, oh, they're probably up to 20 alpacas. So uh, they bought a farm, a house on a farm out in between Seattle and the mountains, and started raising alpaca. And they moved out in 2020, and I thought they were so crazy to do so. They're like, oh, we're going to start doing farm tours. And I was like, what? People go tour farms? And they do. It's thriving. Alright, so it's Enchanted Farms in Duval, Washington, if you're ever wanting to do some touring. Drama llama, yes. So now I'm going to make this matte. And get the tips. Make sure to cover everywhere. No, I'm just gonna keep it blue for now. Don't have a plan for the thumb. But thank you for reminding me. It should also be matte at least. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do for the thumb. I almost want to put a pea shooter on there or something. Someone saying, "Oh snap!" I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna some nasty in there. It was like cured polish. Let's see. Do you have any texture? This is not self-leveling like other polishes tend to do. So I'm just gonna look for some texture. Yeah, there's some there. Want texture. I also have that Plants vs. Zombies song stuck in my head. There's a zombie on my lawn. We don't want zombies on the lawn. You know it. A zombie. Yes, I could. But I don't like zombies. Zombies are icky. There's not enough product on here to get it to stuff level. Okay, that's better. There we go. Okay, cure. Alright, so what was used? Red iguana non-wipe top coat. I used Koopa gel top, no wipe. Mission paints from Young Nails. And then that was over a base of manicure. Oh, this is not on camera. Ha ha ha. Sorry about that. Matte non-white top coat from Red Iguana. Shiny top coat from Koopa. The Young Nails Mission Paints. And that was over a base of manicure base and general admission for the blue background. And then I only used this brush for wiping off little bits where I was salvaging some lines. I did everything with this sable brush and micro detailer from Young Nails. And in just a few seconds, I always do like a 2-minute slow cure for my last top coat. I don't know if that's necessary, but it seemed to give the best results. I don't want bubbles or wrinkling, so a nice slow full cure is what I'm going for. Here we are. There's the set. I think that's so cute. I love it. Yeah, so have a really nice rest of your Saturday. And I'll post pictures on Instagram and Discord. And